Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Immortals video. In this video, I'd like to talk about the ultimate magnet team for multiplayer defense. While this isn't perfected because my gear obviously isn't maxed out, one key element to that is Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt. For those of you that are unaware, Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt is actually treated as a weaker opponent based on his raw stats. So what this means is you're actually going to deal with easier opponents when you use him in multiplayer defense. Now, some key elements with Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt is you want to have a way to stun with him. That way you can get off senton slams or anything else unblocked. We also have the chairman suit on for basic damage and also a way to gain power to start off. That way you can sometimes start the match doing a senton slam or a suplex shock and knocking the person out.
Kane.
Another key element is the big red monster cane, and with the big red monster cane you want to just go with all health gear. I've seen Sinister F5 and other guys try to use a defense team with Kane, and when you try to actually use him as a damage dealer, you're going to fail miserably. The big advantage of the Big Red Monster Kane is the simple fact that when he gets knocked out, he deals damage to all enemies equal to half of the damage that each character dealt to him, and this damage cannot knock out an enemy, but we know that it actually can. So what you want to do is have gear like the Heavyweight Championship, which gives maximum health. If you have the DX truck maxed out, that's actually pretty good, as it gives you 30%, but gear like the Heavyweight Championship is 12.5%. The metal is pretty unique because it's the only 3-star gear that actually goes up to 30%. And if you have it maxed out, you can actually stun on a block signature. So that's pretty significant if the opponent is not waiting around for you to do a special attack, which if you are not able to counter Kane's special moves, you're an idiot. And the Beast Fang also gives max health, and if it was augmented, it would also give stun chances on last hit combo. See Knight of Champions gear. So like if Kane actually connects on a combo, it's going to do ridiculous things because it means now his moves are unblockable.
Big Show.
And with Enlightened Big Show, there's a couple key elements of this. You want to have him as a blocker. Yeah, you might not actually get the effects of blocking, but keep in mind with the Ultimate Payback gear, you have reduction versus signature 2 damage, and if you have a Legendary VII Big Show, you're talking 76,000 health, 70,000 health or so. If you can reduce the signature 2 damage, there's a chance that you might not actually knock out the Big Show, which means he can actually get out because we know that he likes to quick tag in and out. Also, it has the synergy because if he gets off the Hammer Fist, it has a chance to Adrenaline Drain, assuming it connects, and it can also heal damage while blocking, which is pretty important because if somebody's basic attacking you for 6,000 or 7,000 damage, not only are you going to take a lot less damage when you're blocking, but you can actually heal some of that back up, and that's a pretty good mechanic. Big Show's Big Boots also give him a chance of unblockable basic attacks, and notice the theme of stun chance on last hit of combo. Again, if I had these boots upgraded all the way, that would be even better. And the Royal Rumble gear, opponent's team takes damage from Signature 2. The reason you use this gear is because of the second ability. All signatures damage reduction is a huge deal, and this does work on the finisher moves. So you can actually use this to mitigate finishers. And all the way upgraded, it's a 12.5% chance. Now, if you have it fully upgraded, you gain even more benefits to Signature 2, even though you're probably not going to use them very much. The adrenaline increase for Signature 2 and the crit chance. Now, if you have a maxed out Kane, you could actually consider using the Battleground gear or the Survivor Series gear as one of the items. The Ultimate Battleground gear can be really good because it also gives you a way to get off the heals on Signature 1, and you can also partially do a little bit of damage, but it also fuels adrenaline regeneration. While this is probably better on Enlightened Big Show, you still want to have the additional blocking just in case. And the other alternate gear I recommend is the Lifesteal on Signature, which can work even on blocked attacks, but you also get the heal team as well. Now, obviously, you want the heal team on somebody like Kane because you want to preserve your Big Show. So having this gear on Kane would be optimal, so you'd probably want to take off either the Beast Fang or the Heavyweight Championship. I highly recommend the Metal and the DX truck if you have them both maxed out. Although the Beast Fang does give you stuns on last hit of combo, and so does the Heavyweight Championship. So I would definitely recommend having one of those. You could use either one, and it'd work perfectly fine. Now to show off the 8 defensive wins we've had this season, and last season we were actually like 14 of 18 or something like that. Pretty crazy stuff. So here we have a big red monster Kane pretty much with no gear. So while he was able to do 54,000 damage, it doesn't matter if you get knocked out. So here the Macho Man took 36,000 damage, which means he probably got blown up by a suplex shock by Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt or something else that overkilled by a lot. And Brock Lesnar probably took a suplex shock as well. So 4 signature use, 6,000 damage there. And Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, 77,000 damage, ended up using 2 signature 2s and 4 signature 1s. And Kane, as you see, 34,000 damage taken, which means he probably dealt like 17,000, 18,000 damage to somebody else. And as we know, that damage can knock them out. Now with Enlightened Big Show, as you can see, only 12,000 damage taken, but still managed to get off a signature 2, which is that synergy I was telling you guys about, and the signature 1. Even though he only did like 1,800 damage, it's still possible. So in the second defense, we have Anomaly 61, who used an evolved John Cena. Although, really no gear on Cena, and the cards are just really bad. Like, if I was fighting this team on offense, I'd probably mop them up in like 15 seconds. So John Cena did deal 32,000 damage, but because Bray Wyatt effectively has 1,250 health, that is not nearly good enough. That would take out 1 life on Bray Wyatt, and that's it. So he only got to use 1 signature 2, and he only blocked 1 signature. It's like Rusev did more work than Cena, although he did manage to get a knockout, and he probably got himself knocked out with Kane. And the Undertaker did 21,000 damage, only 1 signature 2, probably trying to knock out Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt with a lightning DDT. So here we have Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt that did 117,000 damage and basically did all the work. Managed to get off 3 suplex shocks and 3 senton slams, and wiped out the whole team with that. And Kane took 17,000 damage, which means he dealt about 9,000 to somebody else. And it could have also set up for elimination on somebody. So the Big Show here did not get knocked out again. 14,000 damage taken, not good enough, especially when you can heal some of the damage. So now on our third defensive victory, we have an evolved Seth Rollins, Warrior Queen Stephanie McMahon. And he does have a chairman suit, so he could actually get off a finisher, but for some reason, he didn't even do that. I think he was trying to save it for somebody else. But you also have to have the chairman suit maxed out to actually get the 3 bars, so my guess is he probably got forced in and got wiped out by Bray Wyatt. So Stephanie McMahon did 33,000 damage, took 20,000, and Ultimate Warrior probably tried to do some stuff with Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, failed to knock him out, and just got utterly destroyed, is my guess. So 121,000 damage to Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, and 30,000 damage, probably not even enough to deal with Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, especially with the Big Show healing. And in this fight, Kane didn't even get knocked out, taking 10,000 damage. The Big Show took 11,000. So as you can see, these guys really did not get the job done, as Warrior Queen Stephanie McMahon and Jungle Ultimate Warrior are only Legendary 1, so I'm guessing that this guy tried to knock somebody out and could not do it for whatever reason. So now in the fourth defensive victory, we have Lumberjack Big Show, which we all know can't do much damage, a Trish Stratus. So the Big Show did do 64,000 damage, including using a finisher, probably to knock out either Enlightened Big Show or Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, one of his lives. We also have the Authority Stephanie McMahon, which lasted all of 5 seconds, probably took a suplex shock or got killed trying to get the last hit on Kane. And we also have Trish Stratus that did 61,000 damage, but took about 30,000, and that was pretty much it. So ended up blocking 4 signatures, using 3 signature 2s. Now keep in mind that Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, when he gets down to this 3rd life bar, is absolutely ridiculous. So as you see, 89,000 damage could not get the job done, knocking him out. So as I'm talking about the 1,250 effective life, when you combine Enlightened Big Show's healing, is actually quite a bit. And you can also overkill, like for example, if Lumberjack Big Show does a finisher for 50,000, it's still going to show in the tooltip, even if he only did like 40,000 on his other ones and only getting a knockout. So here, Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt probably came the closest to getting knocked out. Big Red Monster Kane again getting knocked out, and the Big Show getting knocked out. So most of the work again by Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, and you basically see the same results there. So now we have the 5th defense from El Persa. And this is not really going to win you a fight. You have Conqueror Brock Lesnar that used 5 signature 2s and even tried using a finisher. So I'm guessing he got frustrated with the Big Show. Or Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt just overwhelmed him in the end. And as you see, from 13,000 health, 43,000 damage taken from Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt. Again, the extra lives can overkill. And again, he tried to use a finisher. So it looked like he was trying to deal with Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt and just ran out of steam. He did get 1 knockout on somebody. So it looks like either Big Show and Bray Wyatt survived, or Kane and Big Show survived, and that was just not enough. And here, Daniel Bryan lasted 5 seconds, so he probably got tagged in, forced in, and took a suplex shock and got destroyed. So team stats here, Bray Wyatt did not get knocked out. Kane did get knocked out and probably finished somebody off. And 8207 plus the other stuff, as he used 2 signature 1s, so that's pretty good. And the Big Show only took 8,000 damage, so even though he took 98,000 damage, that was not enough to deal with Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt. Next up in defense win number 6, we have Don Tango with Jungle Ultimate Warrior, Enlightened Big Show, and Renegade Macho Man. If this was me using the team, I don't know how you would lose this fight, because all you'd have to do is get off a signature 2 with Ultimate Warrior tagged in on Bray Wyatt, and you win the game. I don't understand how you would fail on this. And as you see, Enlightened Big Show took 52,000 damage to get knocked out, and Macho Man expected, not really doing much because the card sucks. So 2 signature 2 blocks on Enlightened Big Show, and a signature 2 used. And with Big Show having 20,000 health, you basically have to be sloppy and not block a special or just take ridiculous damage and go down. And Bray Wyatt only took 44,000 damage, so at most, he went to his first life bar. But even still, with the Big Show getting knocked out and taking 16,000 damage in doing so, well, apparently they couldn't deal with Bray Wyatt very well. Again, proving that Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt is annoying as hell to deal with. And defensive win number 7, King of Kings Triple H with 2 garbage cards. How in the world do you get matched up with this? Well, somehow this guy did, and yeah, that's just not fair. Even if you can knock out Kane, you're still going to get knocked out. Like, obviously, the 2 weaker cards are expected not to do much, but Triple H doing 4 signature 1s dealt 66,000 damage. But that was still not enough to deal with Bray Wyatt. That did knock out the Big Red Monster Kane, but in Triple H's case, you're going to take 10,000 damage yourself. So you really don't leave yourself with much left. And Bray Wyatt did get to block a special. Bray Wyatt is one of the hardest to actually combo without using a special on him. Because if he's in the middle of a basic attack and you try to use a special while you're blocking, 9 times out of 10, it's going to get blocked. And Enlightened Big Show in this case did not get knocked out, so that 36,000 damage probably wasn't even 1 life bar. And finally we have Awesome Kin, and this is another mid-range team. How in the world does a level 50 Legendary 7 get matched up with level 48 and 49 Legendary 2s? Absolutely insane. So here the Undertaker did 1,968 damage. John Cena did 36,000 damage, but still not enough to survive. Blocked 2 signatures. And managed to get rid of somebody, and King of Kings Triple H also got rid of somebody, probably using a level 2 move on Kane or the Big Show, and 24,000 damage. But it seemed like after that, they could not deal with Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt. Only took 6,000 damage, and the other 2, it looks like they focused on them, and then when it came to Bray Wyatt, he just destroyed them. So as you can see, this multiplayer season, this exact team is undefeated on defense. Now, in multiplayer, when you're using Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, you're going to get 2,600, 2,600, 2,800, 2,800, and then 3,200 on the very end fight. You're going to get like 8,000 Reknown using Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, but the opponents you're going to fight are easy as hell. So if you're looking for really good defensive wins, I highly recommend this team. And this is the secret to getting all of these defensive wins, like you're going to see in the screenshot I'm going to give you. So this was last multiplayer season where I ended up going 15 of 18 on defense, and as you see, this is the exact same setup here. Ended up just destroying people on defense with this exact same defensive team. And the ones that actually got through with that probably actually got matched up with like a single Legendary 7 level 50 that could actually handle Bray Wyatt. But Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt with lower level cards will just destroy it regardless. It's just very difficult to deal with him. And as you see, that's the same team I used and the same gear setup, and I took screenshots of that. But also a couple funny little glitches here we had during the last multiplayer, or actually from the last challenge that I was farming Crest. We had a Frontiersman Rusev, and my Kane got knocked out, but for some reason he got bugged, and yeah, it was actually a triple threat match. So if you like this video on the Ultimate Magnet team for multiplayer defense on WWE Immortals and how you can actually win the game and just embarrass your opponents, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other WWE Immortals videos, my playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And I really can't wait to max some of these gears out and see how good they are. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!